Shout out to the homie Repvile. We talked it up about Ark on my last video. We had some good feedback. I really enjoy it. Make sure you guys are hitting me down below, and let's go ahead and jump right in this video. What's going on, Switch fam? It is your boy QKG, and today we got some discussion for you today on Warframe and why it's literally in the talks of being the #1 best port of the Nintendo Switch thus far. Even though technically it's neck and neck with Doom right now, because even though Panic Button worked on both games, Panic Button proved to a lot of gamers that Doom is portable to the Nintendo Switch. When we got the game, it played, felt smooth, and honestly, I even played it more than the PC version. I'm not gonna lie to you, when I played the PC version the very first time and I beat the game, I wasn't playing shit. I didn't play it no more. I didn't look at it no more. I even deleted it off my hard drive because even with the snap map mode, I just couldn't get back into it. Playing it back on the Nintendo Switch, it felt amazing. It felt like I got reintroduced into the game, and then with all the updates they made to the multiplayer, it made me play the multiplayer more. So when it comes to stuff like this, it's always a positive to bring it to every single platform. I do believe in console exclusives, but if it's a third-party game, just bring it to every other platform if it's absent. So today we're going to talk about Warframe, and as of right now, Warframe, Panic Button did that magic again. Like, the game looks buttery smooth, plays well, feels good, looks good. I've really only crashed one time. Frame dips, maybe in Cetus, and that's it. The big open world hub area, maybe some here and there, but when the main missions and in combat, I really have not had any stutters or frame dip issues. Some people may have. They may have stumbled upon something else, but I'm not as far in the game to really notice all of that. And I've been in Cetus, and I noticed it had maybe a few dips here and there, but nothing too major to where it's game breaking. Some of y'all might be wondering what Warframe is if you've never touched it or played it. So it's actually going to be a co-op third-person shooter where you're going to be taking on these different missions. They do have an open world aspect within the game as well on PC. There's some of those aspects in the Cetus area, but it's mainly just the hub, like kind of like MMO type of deal. So when it comes down to Warframe's combat, one thing you need to know is if you've seen any ninja movie, I mean, I don't know, there's no person on this earth that has no idea what a ninja is, but you literally are a space ninja. You play like a space ninja, except you got an assault rifle and a pistol, and then you got your other piece with you, whether it's a sword or even that big ass stick I was using. Pause. But when it comes down to the game at its core, the game is fun. It's something that anybody can just pick up and get used to, but it's going to have one of those things where it's going to have some more pro level mechanics to it. Like, there's going to have some depth within the combat, but however, it's not as much depth as you would think. So when it comes down to that, definitely it's a win-win, dude. It's a free game. It's a co-op shooter. It actually does have a story to it. The story may not be the strongest, but I mean, it'll get you by. So when I'm discussing that this game is free to play, we're talking about maybe like 2013, 2012 free to play mindset. That's to where guns were either on a time schedule or they were paid unlocks. And what I mean by that is a lot of free to play games used to have gun rental systems where you can literally rent the gun a day, a week, a month, permanently. It would just depend. And then the prices will go up. Either it's in-game currency or it's actual real money. So this game, I will say, when it comes to unlocking stuff that is just in the game, when you look at most of the stuff, there's a lot of primaries that you can definitely craft, get the blueprint for. But you have to wait 11 hours for the blueprint to be finished building your weapon. And then also when it comes down to primary weapons, there's literally probably like maybe 4 or 5 that you can get. So when it comes down to the game, if you're expecting to just get a bunch of loot like this is Destiny, I'm sorry, bro. It's not going to go down, man. So literally when you play this game, you're going to have that mindset of it's a free-to-play game. They're going to want their money some way. Now, it's free. I can't expect everything in the game to just be 100% free. But when it comes down to that, I don't mind supporting this dev team. They've been knocking it out the park, constantly adding content. So for that point, I can understand that. Doesn't really bother me too much, but some people may be turned off by that. And now Warframe on the Nintendo Switch, it looks like Panic Button kind of did what they did with Doom, to where they added in some motion blur. It seems like it's running at a really stable 30 FPS, but the game is still going to look really pretty. I will say that. So when it comes to some of the better looking games, come on now, Warframe is a no-brainer, man. The game was already beautiful on PC and PS4. Putting it on the Switch, I mean, it's no slouch, man. It's definitely definitely a great experience on the Nintendo Switch. So, I mean, I don't know if that's everything that I gotta talk about this game, but I mean, there's nothing more that I can say about this dev team besides the fact that every single port they have touched, they have knocked it out of the park. I cannot say anything negative about this dev team. I'm not gonna say that Doom was perfect. It had like some frame dips here and there. They had a couple of things they had to make sure it got fixed, but they got fixed, and they ended up adding in stuff later on that wasn't even in the original game that fans just asked for, like, hey man, can we get some motion control for Doom? Comes about maybe a couple months down the line, bam, you got motion controls. So for that game, man, for Warframe being on a Nintendo Switch, it is a perfect fit. I'm pretty sure the downloads had to have been booming because I've been noticing non-stop people playing this game, man. And like I said, this game is free. There's literally nothing to lose. It's on the eShop right now. You can download this game. Make sure you got like 15, 14 gigs free. If not, use an SD card. But other than that, man, if I was to really rate this game as a port coming to the Nintendo Switch, it's a solid 9 out of 10. The only reason why I did not bump it up to a perfect score is the main thing is because now in this day and age, it seems like cross-platform is becoming more of a staple. However, just depending on the platform, it's up to them. We see Nintendo was fine with cross-platform. There's a couple games that are on the Switch that are cross-platform. They do not care about that portion. However, some companies like to put everything in their own. So they don't want the competition or to be really working with their competition, which I understand, but still, I wish that was in the game. Pay to win system is, I'm not gonna say it's ridiculous, but let's be honest, if this game came out literally today, fresh everywhere, didn't exist anywhere else until right now, came out today, I guarantee you that game will have a battle pass to it. Everything would be cosmetic. They would be adding in weapons because Fortnite proved you do not need to have paid weapons in order to get a good experience. But then again, this game is not PvP. So, gotta make sure you got your weapons. With that being said, I would love to thank you guys for tuning in this video. And as always, make sure you hit me up in the comments down below whether you've tried Warframe, whether you've never heard of it, whether you want to try it, whether you think the game sucks. Hit me up in the comments down below. I'm definitely down to chat, and I will definitely hit you right back up. This is your boy QKG, and peace out.